resolute of heart, make firm thy mind. The tongue of a man is the rudder of the boat, but the Lord of all is its pilot. Cast not thy heart after riches, there's no ignoring fate and destiny. Place not thy thoughts on things outside, every man is destined for his hour.
On feeling goods where all of your cash went, not chakra alignment or inward refinement. Trying to find one word to describe men. Better yet, can one consciousness unify them? Pondering on these questions is where my time spent. Creative process, believe me, greatness got to achieve it. Ideas we believe in, positive mind, gotta reach in it. Put an effort to bring forth this new being. Being not consumed by the lust for things, but knows that his worth is determined by words and deeds. Your mind is affected by words and deeds. Your thoughts are keys to what you're trying to see, and what you're trying to see should be to reach your goals. Hold on to your dreams, keys open doors. Since you can't always choose circumstances, make sure to choose your thoughts wisely. Choose advancement, work towards the future. Now's your chance, kid. Accept responsibility, avoid resentment. Actions always take root from what you think about. Things ain't going your way, it ain't hard to figure out. Why? Why? Ask why. Ain't gotta tell you, it's right in front of your eyes. So in following these principles, you'll find along the road you're the only one responsible for your soul. It's no coincidence. Take control of your life, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. You take control, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Yeah, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Nah, it's no coincidence.
Old shells are highly prized. And this one is occupied by a sarcastic fringe.
You are now entering another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of critical thinking. A journey to a wondrous land with boundaries that of clarification. Your next stop, the Sanity Zone.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
So, you're a philosopher?
Yes. 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 I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will begin to speak.
I think very deeply.
All right. You're listening to Breaking News, absolutely breaking the news with Harry, aka The Brave, on WNHHLP 103.5 FM. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. How you doing? This isn't my regular time slot. Well, this is. I usually play a replay of my Monday show, but I'm live right now. Because I was off Martin Luther King yesterday. MLK. I'm gonna say probably my biggest hero, MLK. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, and that includes when you're treating people wrongfully, right? So if you have bad intentions for people, if you expect bad from people, if your hate, your heart full of hate is always putting people down or seeing people a certain way because of their color or because of their belief system or because of their political standings, right? That includes everybody, right? One side likes to take the moral high ground, and put down the other side when actually standing on that pedestal and taking the moral high ground is you thinking you're better than people. And you're not. You're a human being with a lot of flaws. With a lot of flaws. And unless you want, actually, if you really want common purpose, common goals, or, to take care of one another, then you always have to meet the person halfway. Sometimes you have to actually meet them more than halfway. You have to go 60% of the way and have them come that 40%. And your good intentions actually will change somebody's life sometimes. Right? But if you're full of hate, how can you teach anybody anything? Right? All right, people. Like I said, you're listening to Breaking News with Harry, a.k.a. The Brave. All right. Now, the reason I'm coming to you live today is because, there's some stories that I want to jump on, if I have to wait all the way to Friday. Woof. You know how the news changes quickly now, right? Because the media likes to move on quickly. Unless it's Trump, then, they'll harp on the same thing over and over and over. Russia collusion, Russia collusion, Russia collusion, Russia collusion. Right? If it's Trump, they go on forever. But when it's their mistake, for instance, right? You have the BuzzFeed story that came out that said Michael Cohen had evidence, and in turn Robert Mueller had evidence on Trump that he had told Michael Cohen to lie in front of Congress. Now, BuzzFeed, you had two reporters who had this story, right? They worked together to put the story out. One reporter said he saw the evidence. The other reporter said he didn't see the evidence. And now the one who said he saw the evidence, you can't get him. Now the paper saying he's on assignment, because now when he's asked to prove, now he doesn't want to have any interview, or maybe the paper doesn't want to put him out for interviews. Right? But Robert Mueller's office came out, Robert Mueller's office came out and said that the story was inaccurate. Now, the special prosecutor, Robert Mueller, hasn't come out and said anything like that in the past. But he came out this time and said, let's pump the brakes here. This is an inaccurate story. Right? So, but the media ran wild with it. So Mueller came out on Friday. I think the story came out last week, somewhere around Monday or Tuesday. And the media was going crazy. This is impeachable. If he did this, if. So the media, who's supposed to be reporting news, started playing the if game. If this is this, Trump is this. So then they started pretending like they went from if to this is impeachable. It's time. Then Congress jumped in. Adam Schiff. Right? Adam Schiff, who's in charge of, I think, the Intel Committee in the House of Representatives, started saying, we need to investigate this. They did this all on a story that Robert Mueller called inaccurate. And then they were worried, Saturday, they were worried that Trump is going to jump on it to prove that they're fake news. So once Mueller comes out, now the media is like, oh my God, can't believe we did this again. Because again, they keep putting fake news out there. And then they're mad when Trump calls them fake news. So a lot of reporters were like, oh, now he's going to use this one incident. No, not one. Many. And the good thing about it is that the media, if you could say one thing about the media, is that they're consistent. The media is consistent, right? So then Saturday, we have the young teenager in the MAGA hat, Make America Great Again hat, right? Who is standing, him and his class or his school were waiting for the buses to take them back to wherever they came from, right? Back to their school, back to their town, and they're approached, they're harassed, slurs are thrown at them, but the media ran with a little clip. The video is actually an hour and 45 minutes late. I'll show you some of it in a little while, but there's a lot of bad language being thrown at the young men. So I'm going to try to show you a clip where there's not, I don't know, but I'll show you a clip. So, but the media ran with the one clip where the Native American man is standing in front of the teenager, banging his drum, or whatever it is he was banging. And the teenager, they're smiling. Right? So, that teenager smiling, trying to defuse the situation with a smile, because you can't see, you won't find on the videos, any of the videos, where he says something bad to the man. So that teenager, and he came out and spoke for himself. He was trying to defuse the situation and trying to show that you are not going to affect me, because the racial slurs were going his way. They were telling these white boys to go back to Europe. Right? You're not going to get much of this on the mainstream media. A lot of them are just apologizing. Well, and this is what I'm saying. They're so consistent. They ran with it because the kid was wearing a MAGA hat. That's the only reason they ran with it. Because he was wearing a MAGA hat and he was conveniently white. So it basically fed right into all of their stereotypes of what a Trump supporter is. A young white man with a MAGA hat who hates everybody. Only that wasn't what was going on. That wasn't what was going on. And once again, the media ran with it. See, this is the problem with the media. They are fake news. They're fake news, right? So I'm going to take a break, a quick break. I'll be right back. You're listening to Breaking News, absolutely breaking the news with Harry, a.k.a. The Brave, on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio.
You got the thing that I want. It's the way that you move it, and don't you stop what you're doing, 'cause I love watching how you move to the beat, the beat, the beat. I can't help it but to stare. Got the temperature rising up in here, and this beautiful woman everywhere. But you're the only one that sees. I gotta get you alone. Just find a place we can go. And I don't care no. 'Cause I gotta get you close to me. I gotta get you alone. Just find a place we can go. And I don't care no. temperature rising up and